Hey everyone, welcome to Wealth Redefined. I'm your host, Michael Reynolds, certified financial planner and owner of Elevation Financial. Thanks for joining me today, as always. Today's episode is how and why to communicate your estate plan to your family. So estate planning isn't just about organizing your assets or drafting a will. It's about creating a roadmap that ensures that your wishes are honored, your loved ones are cared for, but even the most meticulously crafted estate plan can cause confusion or can lead to conflict if it comes as a surprise to your family or those heirs that you're including. So that's why communicating your estate plan is just as important as creating it. Well, I shouldn't say just as important, but it's also important. So open, intentional conversations can help to reduce misunderstanding, stress, and it can also foster unity during emotionally challenging times. So it's important to understand how to approach the discussion and why they're important for a smooth transition and help to promote family harmony. So let's first start with why. Why should you communicate your estate plan to your family? So it's helpful for a few reasons. One, it ensures that your wishes are understood, can reduce disputes, provide clarity. And so we'll start with that one. So, one, avoiding confusion and misunderstandings. So, your estate plan outlines how your assets will be distributed and who will handle your affairs. So, if you share the information, it can minimize confusion and make sure everyone understands your intentions. Without communication, family members might be surprised by decisions, which can lead to unnecessary friction or even legal challenges. So number two, that leads to the second point, which is preventing family disputes. Estate plan or estate matters can be emotionally charged, especially if certain expectations are not met. If you discuss your plan in advance, you can address potential concerns and give some context around your decisions for your family. That clear communication helps prevent disagreements over things like inheritance, guardianships, or even healthcare preferences. Next, you can prepare your loved ones for their roles in your estate plan. If you've named family members as executors, trustees, or healthcare proxies, they need to be aware of those responsibilities. If you discuss those roles with them, it gives them a chance to ask questions, understand what you expect of them, and to get ready and prepare for the obligation. Next, ensuring your wishes are honored. So, while a written estate plan is legally binding, misunderstandings can happen if family members don't know the reasoning behind your choices. So, if you explain your decisions, for example, if there's unequal inheritances, there's charitable donations, that can help your family respect and support those wishes. Also, it can help minimize stress. Next point, minimizing stress during difficult times. So, after a loss, families are often grieving, they're vulnerable. A well communicated estate plan can give you a clear roadmap and makes the transition smoother and reduce stress. So, your loved ones won't have to guess what you wanted, which allows them to focus on healing and grieving. Next, you can address concerns in advance. So, discussing your estate plan gives them an opportunity to address any questions, or gives you an opportunity, I should say, to address any questions or concerns while you're able to explain. So, that proactive approach can help build trust, can help promote understanding, and can avoid surprises, which could lead to resentment later. Also provides education. Estate plans can often be full of financial and legal complexities, and if you discuss those details with your family, you can help them understand the implications of their inheritance, tax responsibilities, or structure of your trust. And if you have younger beneficiaries, those conversations can also serve as a teaching moment about financial literacy and good stewardship. And then finally, it can help reinforce your legacy. If you communicate your estate plan, gives you a chance to share the values behind your decisions. For instance, you might explain why you're donating to a specific cause or setting up a trust for future generations. That can help reinforce the legacy you want to leave behind and can help deepen your family's understanding of those goals. So those are all some reasons why you might want to communicate your estate plan to your family. So how do you do it? How do you communicate this? It really requires a thoughtful approach. You want to make sure you promote clarity, minimize misunderstandings, and try to maintain harmony. So here's some ways to think about it. One, first of all, choose the right timing in the setting. Bring up your estate plan during more of a neutral time, not during a crisis or not during emotionally charged periods. Avoid holiday gatherings that can have other complexities and emotional baggage with it. So choose a neutral time, simple location where everyone can feel at ease, speak openly. So timing and setting really matters. Next, identify the key participants in your estate plan. So immediate family, for example, include those directly impacted by your estate plan, spouse, children, other beneficiaries. Also, the people named in your estate plan, executors, trustees, healthcare proxies, make sure they're part of the conversation. Next, start with the purpose of the conversation. Explain why you're discussing your estate plan. For example, to make sure that everyone understands your wishes, to prepare key roles for their responsibilities, to avoid surprises or misunderstandings, and emphasize that the discussion is to reduce potential stress and to help promote family unity. Then share an overview of your plan. You don't need to disclose every single detail, but share key elements like asset distribution, healthcare wishes, roles and responsibilities, special considerations. Is there a trust? Are there charitable donations happening? Are there unequal distributions? What are the reasons behind that? Next, focus on transparency and empathy. Explain your decisions, provide the context for potentially sensitive choices. Again, if there's unequal inheritance or some of your assets are going to charity, give the context behind that. And then listen to concerns. Allow your family members to ask questions or share their feelings. It's ultimately your decision, but if you listen and have an open dialogue, that can help promote understanding and help reduce stress. You might need to involve professionals. So consider having your estate planning attorney, your financial advisor, or even a mediator present to clarify complex topics and maybe even provide neutral perspective. Professionals that you trust can also help validate your decisions and reduce the risk of disputes later. Also, it's never a bad idea to document the conversation. Keep a record of what was discussed, what concerns family members had. Follow up maybe via email with written confirmation of key points to make sure everyone's on the same page. And then revisit the plan as needed. If life changes, marriages, divorces, births, deaths, that can lead to updates in your estate plan. So keep your family informed of updates to avoid surprises. And you want to regularly review your plan to re-communicate those updates as appropriate. You also want to use clear and simple language, avoid legal jargon, explain things in straightforward terms just to make sure everyone understands. And then finally, end on a positive note. Reassure your family. Your goal is to make things easier for them and to honor your values. Express gratitude for their understanding and support. Remind them these conversations are an act of love and preparation for the future. So these steps can help you promote trust, can avoid unnecessary tension, and can also help increase the chances that your estate plan is carried out as you intended. So that thoughtful communication will give your family peace of mind. And that's really when they are going to need it the most, when they're grieving, when it's an emotional time. These things can really help pave the way to a less stressful time and more clarity as they're working through grief and the logistics of your passing as well. So that is the why and some of the how of communicating your estate plan to your family. And that ideally will help make it a smoother process in a time of grief and emotions. So hope that was helpful. And as always, you know where to find me. My website is elevationfinancial.com. If you have any questions, you're welcome to reach out. You can use the form on my website. You can find me anywhere on social media, or better yet, if you want to think about working with me or just have some questions for me, you're welcome to book a free consultation online on my website, again, which is elevationfinancial.com. All right. Thanks everyone for joining me today. Have a great day. See you next time.